Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. I just finished writing a poem about what I'm experiencing today, the struggles that I'm going through, and I wanted to share this poem with you. I pray that at least one person, one brother or one sister, while I read this poem, they feel heard, they feel seen, they feel understood. Because I want you to know I love you so much, and that trial, that tribulation, that struggle you're going through, you don't have to go through it alone. There's people like me, brothers and sisters, who love you and want to support you. So please, brothers and sisters, don't struggle alone. Share what you're going through with someone. Share your burdens, at least with one person. The title of this poem is called Through the Fire, and we're gonna read it. Today the fire is loud, not metaphor loud, not poetic loud. I mean the kind of loud where the walls breathe and the silence starts talking back. I wake up already exhausted, already fighting something invisible, already trying to convince myself that the shadow in the hallway is only a jacket hanging on a chair, but my mind says otherwise. My schizophrenia does not politely knock. It kicks the damn door in. It drags mud through my prayers and laughs while I try to clean it up. Today it tells me someone is watching me through the windows. Today it tells me the people I love secretly hate me. Today it tells me that every whisper in public is somehow about me. And the hard part, for a moment, it feels real. That's the terrifying thing nobody understands. Hallucinations are not movies playing in your head. They are reality wearing a different face. I hear footsteps upstairs when nobody is home. I'm going to repeat that. I hear footsteps upstairs when nobody is home. I hear my name called from empty rooms. I hear voices arguing at 3 a.m. like demons holding court inside my skull. One voice says I'm worthless. Another says I'm dangerous. Another sounds like grief itself, whispering, "You are too broken to be loved." And I sit there in the dark, trying to separate truth from madness, while my hands shake hard enough to spill coffee across the floor. People say just ignore it. Ignore it? How the hell do you ignore something that feels more real than your own reflection? How do you ignore seeing blood on your hands that isn't there? How do you ignore seeing figures standing in doorways that disappear the second you blink? How do you ignore believing someone is behind you every time you turn around? This illness is exhausting, not just mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. It drains you like a slow leak. Every hallucination, every paranoid thought, every sleepless night, every moment spent wondering if your own brain is lying to you again. And still somehow, I get out of bed. That matters. Maybe nobody claps for it. Maybe nobody sees the war. But I know what it took just to survive this day. I know what it took to shower while hearing voices mock me. I know what it took to walk into public while convinced everyone could see the insanity crawling under my skin. I know what it took not to completely fucking collapse. Some days schizophrenia feels like fire, not the kind that warms you, the kind that strips you down, the kind that tests what survives. And today I am burning. I am burning through paranoia, burning through memories, burning through trauma that still wakes up hungry, burning through old addictions that still whisper promises into weak moments. Because pain remembers your name. I learned that the hard way. There were nights I drank myself numb because silence felt impossible. Nights I used substances just to quiet the war in my head for a couple miserable hours. Nights I looked in the mirror and genuinely wondered if I was losing my soul. I have screamed at God before. People don't like admitting that, Christians especially. But I have sat on the floor shaking, crying, angry, terrified, saying, Jesus, where the hell are you? Because faith does not erase suffering. Sometimes faith is just surviving it. Sometimes faith is whispering, I still believe, while your mind tears itself apart. And somehow Christ stays. Not always loudly, not always with miracles, but quietly, steady, present. Like a hand on my shoulder during the worst storm of my life. Because even when the hallucinations scream, I still hear him underneath them. Not in booming voices from heaven, not in lightning, but in small reminders. You are still here. You survived yesterday. Breathe again. Keep going. I have not abandoned you. So today I fight, even exhausted, even terrified, even while my brain churns shadows into monsters. I fight. I fight when I double check the lock 6 times. I fight when I jump at sounds nobody else hears. I fight when I have to stop mid-conversation because my thoughts become tangled wires. Disorganized thinking feels like drowning in static. Sentences fracture, memories blur, thoughts collide into each other until language itself feels broken. And then comes the embarrassment, trying to explain why you paused, trying to explain why you forgot what you were saying, trying to explain why your eyes keep darting towards things nobody else can see. Most people will never understand this illness. They understand sadness, they understand stress, but schizophrenia, that scares people because it forces them to confront how fragile the human mind really is. And honestly, sometimes it scares me too. Sometimes I wonder how much more fire I can walk through before I finally collapse. But then I remember something important. I'm still alive. After the trauma, after the addiction, after the psychosis, after the suicide attempts, after every night I thought I would kill me, I'm still here, still praying, still breathing, still writing, still trying. That has to mean something. So if today my schizophrenia is testing me, then let it test me. I have survived worse. I have survived childhood abuse. I have survived abandonment. I have survived voices telling me to die. I have survived the unbearable weight of my own mind churning against me. And even now, with my thoughts shaking, with hallucinations scratching at the walls, with paranoia circling like wolves, I refuse to surrender. Because there is still a soul underneath this illness, still a human being underneath the symptoms, still a child of God underneath the chaos. Schizophrenia may put me through the fire, but it does not get to decide who I am. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. So brothers and sisters, that is what I wrote when it came to what I'm feeling today. I just wanted to share it with you because being honest is important to me, that I share with you the ups and the downs, the good and the bad. So I just pray that at least one brother or one sister feels less alone, that you feel heard, that you feel understood, that you feel loved. Because I do love you. I love you so much. So please reach out to me if you ever need to talk, if you ever just need to vent, I'm here for you. So thank you guys so much. God bless you and have a wonderful afternoon. Peace.